under.
Nope, forgot them.
Okay, I put this thing manually.
What manually?
In the descriptions.
Test.
Uh,
I'm just testing some shit on my stream.
all right, before I do anything else, I gotta get up and give me something to eat. I haven't eaten today.
Hey, Mello.
Yo, what's up?
You care to test something to me for me? Go to my stream and say something in my chat. And what I'm doing is trying to get the chat to actually come up in game to where I can see it, but to where it ain't displayed.
Give me one sec. Put the link on Discord. Do you hear me?
Do what?
You said you want me to go to your stream?
Yeah, and just type something in chat. I'm trying to get it to where I can see it in game, but it ain't gonna display through on the stream.
Can you send me the link to your...
I did. It's in general. Yep, thank you very much. You didn't see it come through on stream, did you?
I wasn't watching.
Okay.
Or you can actually see the messages in your stream, but not on the stream.
Yeah.
How do you did that?
I've got the deal it's through Dragon Center where I can actually set it up to see stuff on my stream, but it won't put it back through.
Oh, you're not gonna see it in game. You're gonna see it on your stream page yourself.
No, it's showing up in game in my top left corner in game, but it's not supposed to feed back through to the stream.
And what do you use it for that?
It's MSI's Dragon Center. It's software that came on my computer that allows me to do that. It's actually, if you had to pay for it, I think it's like, for the version I have, I want to say it's like $9 a month or something like that. But since I've actually got the whole MSI set up and stuff, it's actually free for me. I've been sitting here on top of the cedar with a blanket wrapped around me, having chills. But I'm not running.
Oh.
Dustin was still sleeping. I did call back to bed and covered up again. I was gone. I slept, I guess, about an hour. Just in the morning. Yeah, it was cold rain. I guess it's the chill from the rain. I finally got him to turn that stove on to get chill knocked out here. Because I've been sitting on top of this thing all day with a blanket wrapped around me. I was still cold until I laid down. I got warm and I went out like a light. You got your car back. I went through the tap. That tap stuff there. That's about the only thing that does me any good. Black bell pepper in here make oils and I never used it in it, but I love bell pepper in it.
fucking campus for me. Trying to be good and quit fussing. I'm glad when I get to film better where I can see him for a little while. It's got me, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Hey, what was the end for? That sounds pretty good. Yup, should, bet. Alright, I'll see you after a while. Okay. Okay.
Anybody actually want to run on here, or? That Chris, or?
I wrecked my truck again.
Oh no, how'd you wreck it?
I went around a corner too fast and hit a pole.
Yeah, don't feel bad. I do it too.
Yep. Alright, you have a good one.
You too, man.
Lightning. 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 I ain't been playing violin like that either.
Oh shit, am I gonna fall over?
You might. You better watch it.
Alright, I'm back, whoever's here.
Welcome back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tonight, like, I've already, like, racked my brain enough just after waking up till a while ago to say to hell with streaming for tonight. Like, at all. Well, I might stream through Shadowplay just to get video evidence in case I need to report someone. But I'm tempted to not even do that and just freaking play. Because
If you don't want to, don't worry about it. I got it streaming right now, so we're good. I mean,
this stream shit has fried my brain.
yeah, that's why I don't want to mess with OBS. I mean, no.
Well, I figured out how to stream with OBS, but it's all these advanced features. Like streaming with OBS to do what I could do with NVIDIA Shadowplay, that's easy. That's actually easy to set up. And damn it, I gotta go back to my back bedroom and get my juice. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Oh, almost tripped. I'm gonna kill myself. Trying to get in my room one day.
That's always nice.
Okay, that still works. I'm making sure the Bluetooth between my tablet and my alarm clock.
Yep. And just a straight up heads claim, anybody watching my videos or anything, just because I play music does not mean I'm trying to make money off of it. I have no need for it. I'm just streaming to stream. And for all I care about YouTube, they can actually go suck it. Because I think it's a load of shit. You can't listen to the music you want to just to stream. Especially when you're sitting here and not making no profit or nothing off of it.
Carmelo, you're considered a manager. We consider you a manager on here, right?
Yep.
We gave you the manager role.
Yeah.
Figure you want to include him in the manager meeting.
Yep.
Is that today?
As soon as we're gonna have one, as soon as it's convenient for everyone to have a little chat. Figure out. Do y'all mind if we pop down to the manager's office?
If you can drag me down there, I'm in the middle of a game.
Yeah. Don't worry about this, Turbo. This won't affect you at all. You're fine. So.
Oh, it's okay. I don't care.
Okay. So this is kind of going to be a pre-meeting about how to deal with a couple people. One of them, of course, being John, the other being KS. KS will not run speed limiter. He won't follow the rules.
This is what I'm going to say to him tonight when he does get on. When we're in this meeting, I'm going to give him the alternative. He can either run external contracts or a speed limiter. If not, he's going to be demoted to a driver.
Yeah. Because you can't. Just because you're a manager doesn't mean that you're exempt from the rules. And especially if you're
I'm going to be coming around on your left here. Talking to this one person in game.
Especially if you're a manager, you need to be setting an example for other members.
Yeah, well, exactly. Fucking rules. We put rules in place. We need to follow fucking rules. So otherwise, why would that be a rule?
Right. And he thinks, oh no, I got my stuff on lock. I know how to handle it. Well, I don't care if you know how to handle it.
We all know how to handle it. I didn't speed one time when we were doing the fucking speed limitations. I didn't say shit. I just said, Roger that, dress up and fucking we'll do the 65. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, I might have said, hey, this sucks, but I'm still fucking doing it.
Yep. Well, I agree. It sucks. But if we're going to be doing this whole ranking system and try to be competitive with it, we're going to have to.
And the other thing is, he didn't want to be a part of our convoy. You notice last night how far away from us he constantly was?
Yeah, I know.
He didn't give a shit about being a part of our experience. He wanted to chat while he was 100 miles away from us. And I'm like, that's not what a convoy is, buddy. And that's part of the reason we have it's just a secondary reason why we have the speed limitation in effect, is to keep people from getting away from each other too much. So, and then the other person is Jonathan. We can either keep running him off the damn road every time he screws up until he learns.
Are you talking about the convoy issue? That he always fucking wants to get ahead and all that bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's an easy fix. It's a simple fix.
And honestly, I think the way the convoy should be is your heavier trucks in front anyways, and then your lighter trucks in the back.
Yeah.
I disagree with that, especially due to the fact that now we have a speed limiter to 65. It doesn't matter how heavy your truck is.
Oh yeah, it does. Still, when you climb hills and stuff, the lighter trucks are going to pull away.
Yeah, I mean, true statement, but in a convoy, you need to fucking be able to watch the truck in front of you and keep the distance. If needed, slow the hell down. I mean, that's easy. What I'm trying to say is, as far as convoy is concerned, I think you should do it by, what am I trying to say here? Not seniority, but, you know, for example, if we do a convoy, no, not even experience. If we do a convoy, all right, and I'm on, Big Red is on, and Jonathan is on, for example, right? Big Red is the co-owner, so it will go first. Then I will be the manager, so I'll go second. And Jonathan is just a driver; he needs to go fucking third. Then if fucking Reed shows up, he's a fucking owner. He goes first, unless Reed says, "Hey, you know what? I want to go last. Big Red, go ahead and lead." Or Big Red says, "Hey, you know what? I lead all the time. Melo, why don't you fucking take the lead for this convoy?" Or Jonathan, why don't you take the lead for this convoy and I'll follow you, or whatever the fuck. See what I'm saying? But the norm should be owner, co-owner, managers, and drivers, I think.
I can see the logic in that, but I also see the logic in Big Red side as well. So it's
I was before I joined before I started convoying with you guys, like, legit, being part of the company and all that good shit. I was doing it with another company, and they were good to go. I just left them because I'd rather hang out with you guys than I do with other people. But that's besides the. They were riding it. They were riding the way I'm telling you, and they were by roles. If you're the owner, you fucking lead. If you're the driver, you get in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it worked out perfectly for them. There was no arguing. There was no fucking, oh, I want to lead. Oh no, I want to lead. None of that bullshit. Everybody knew, hey, Reed is on. He's gonna be in the front. Unless, like I said, Reed says, hey, I don't want to be in the front today. Go ahead and you go ahead and lead or some shit. Hey, Jonathan, go ahead and take the lead on this one.
Well, then what we're gonna need to do in that case, if we want to accept that type of convoy pattern or order, then what people are going to have to do is learn to communicate with each other better and learn to obey call outs better between drivers. Like, if we're not going to do it by weight, then if someone starts falling behind because of their weight, they need to have the right to say, hey, guys in front of me, can y'all slow down for me so I can catch up with you so we can stay as a convoy? And people are going to have to learn to listen to that and be good to their fellow convoy drivers. Right?
Yeah, because that's one of the biggest issues is some of these hills on here are so steep. I mean, I usually haul heavy loads 90% of the time, so I know for a fact when you hit these steeper hills, you're going down to about 28, 30.
Yeah.
And that's even
And
with
if I'm
running the
behind you,
gears
if
like
I'm
you're
behind
supposed
you, I'm
to.
not gonna pass you. I'm gonna slow the hell down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're doing a convoy, then we need to do a fucking convoy. There's no passing in a convoy. We're just
Yeah.
a fucking convoy.
There is another thing about weight that is counterintuitive, though, that I noticed. It works, sometimes it works backwards from what Big Red said, which is a counterpoint to saying the heaviest people should go first. A lot of times when I am maxed out on my speed limiter and I'm only carrying 3 tons, I'm carrying those plows, I'll be behind Big Red and he's got a transformer and he'll lose a certain amount of speed going up a hill, but sometimes you're going flat and then all of a sudden there's downhill. Well, he
Yep.
gains more speed going downhill because he's heavy, but I've got my engine retarder that keeps me at 65 and he leaves me behind because he's heavier. So
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. That's the downfall to that.
So that's why I say if we don't do it by weight and we do it by ranking, then we need to communicate with each other and learn how to be good to each other and just get the. I know all 3 of us understand how to communicate with each other. Hey, I'm having trouble. Can you slow down for me so I can catch up? Stuff like that, so we can stay as a unified group. But some of the other people we're going to have to work on getting on board with that. But
Yeah. I mean, not just that. I mean, if you notice the call outs I do all the time too. You know, like, hey, truck on the right shoulder or truck on the right lane, get on the left, that kind of shit. Especially if you're leading, you need to be doing that shit.
That should be a requirement of whoever is the lead truck.
But me and Reed was also talking about last night about something that has the fact it's got to do with another completely different game. Well, matter of fact, Dirt uses them a lot. Say, like, you're coming up on a corner that's 90 degrees. You could say something like 90 sharp right, 25, which means bring your speed down to 25 if it's sharp.
Yeah, like Mello, you know how rally car navigators call out, they have their own lingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about adapting rally car navigator lingo over to ATS for call outs. But that's something we can slowly adapt over time. I don't think it'd be a good idea. But see, then here comes the problem. You know how I've been getting in the habit, especially of our last run last night when we were with the new guy, Tall Trees?
Yeah.
And I was taking 90-degree turns at 45 miles an hour with
Yeah.
a heavy load. Should I stop doing that?
Yeah, because it makes it hard for people that don't have steering wheels and stuff to be able to handle that.
So it was causing me to leave y'all behind.
Well, you wasn't technically leaving us behind because we did have lighter loads and was able to catch back up to you. But say if we was all hauling the same loads that slowed us down like that, you're going to run off and leave us.
Yeah, because we don't have equal control setups.
Yeah.
So that means that whoever is up front and sees the terrain that is coming up in front of them, it is up to them to use their best judgment to call out a recommended speed
Yeah.
for people to back down to,
Yep.
and people need to obey it.
Pretty much.
And we need to have just trying to improve convoy flow by having, I mean, I know all three of us know how to call out what's ahead. We basically are truckers that are functioning as pilot cars. There's no reason to have a damn pilot car in a damn convoy, really,
No,
with the skills we have.
not at all. You can go even farther and do it MC style.
What do you mean?
Okay, so like in MC communities, I'm a motorcycle rider, so that's why.
Oh,
But in MC communities, what we do is we have our nominated road captains, and we have what they call tail gunners, but you can call them tail drivers. And those are the people that regulate the whole fucking convoy of motorcycles. The guy in the front, he knows where we're going, what we're doing. He set the pace, and the guy in the back keeps everybody tight. Hey, hey, speed up or slow down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to make it tighter, right? And you can designate certain people in the company as, okay, those guys are the road captains, and those guys are the tail drivers, and everybody else in between, type shit.
yeah. That's one of the things I was actually thinking about that I hadn't brought up yet. Was it would be, I was thinking at some point last night, maybe sometimes I should be in the back so I can supervise the people who are driving in front of me. And thankfully, the company isn't large enough yet to where we're in over our heads. We can just start to fine tune this shit with the amount of people we have. But so far, the two problem people are KS and Jonathan. So KS seemed like, it's all cool. I'm happy that he wants to come on and hang out with us. I'm happy that he wants to play the game at the same time as us. I'm happy that he wants to pick up at the same place as us. But he does not want to stay in formation, or whatever you want to call it. It would be close enough to be considered a convoy. And he doesn't want to limit his speed. So Big Red, your solution to that is saying give him the ultimatum of either fall in line and drive like we tell you, or you'll be reduced to driver.
Yep.
But I see a problem with that too. Even if we reduce him to driver, he's like, well, they already reduced me to driver. I can drive however the hell I want.
Well, he does it. He's gold. Simple as that.
And then, as far as Jonathan goes, I don't know what to do about him. I mean, I can tell he's rebellious.
Yep.
But in a different way than KS, kind of.
Yeah.
KS is rebellious because he thinks his skills are good enough to allow him to not follow the rules. Jonathan just doesn't care.
Yeah.
So, do we even try to deal with him, or just say,
As far as Jonathan goes, for right now, as far as I'm concerned, he can take the back. And if he don't want to follow that, then he's another one that can go. Until he learns he ain't gonna be the head leader all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And let's see, is there any other issues either of y'all have?
No.
Any recommendations? Alright, then whenever KS gets on, if you're still on Mellow, you can join the meeting we have with him, and we can all contribute our opinions and everything about why he needs to fall in line and all that shit. And if he has, if he has a problem with it, if he complains about it, actively, I'd say just go ahead and dismiss him from the damn company. Because, for one thing, his name is KS Transport. That is another company name.
Yep.
Two, he has actually done nothing to earn the general manager title. We just gave it to him because at the time he seemed like a capable driver, and we thought that he was going to be willing to obey the rules, and he's not living up to it. So I'm like, you didn't earn you didn't earn it in the first place. So, but that's all my concerns. So I guess we can pop up it back in the public. Do you want me to move you, Big Red?
Yes, please.
All right. There we go. All right. Well, we got bad news, Turbo.
So,
You're gonna have to drive the yellow truck.
oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Nothing about you. There was absolutely nothing about you.
I honestly wouldn't even cared. I mean, it's a yellow truck.
Well, right before I said it, I was debating to tell you whether we're going to fire you or not, or something. But I was like, no, I don't want to scare him that bad. Oh, Big Red.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, when it's convenient for you, I want to try to get on TeamViewer with you and help you set up your retarder correctly. I think there's a reason why your retarder might not kick in. I don't know. I want to try to figure out what it is. Or I want to watch you when you're streaming, maybe, and see if I can figure out then when I'm watching you go down a hill and you have your cruise on. I want to see what happens. Or do you already have a stream where it demonstrates that? You think you could
Streaming right now.
Okay. I'll just go in here and type in Big Red 6874.
Links should be right in the general.
Oh, I'm already there. I typed it in. You're in Sholo?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I can't hear your truck hardly.
Yeah, I've got the volume down quite a bit because it's hard to hear people talking.
I don't understand how everybody drives without their lights on all the time. Like, that looks so dark. Now, are you streaming with Shadowplay or OBS?
Shadowplay.
Okay.
And I seen you said hello, but you shouldn't have seen it. It'll actually pop up in the top right of my, or top left of my screen.
How?
With the Dragon Center. The program I'm using for you gotta pay like $9 a month for.
Oh, you have to pay for that shit?
I got it free because I've got the whole MSI gaming set up. It came on my computer. You can get the Dragon Center free, but for the software part like I'm using, you gotta pay for. But mine came with a key code in the box that's for that software for a lifetime license for it and XSplit.
I will just mute your video since I'm hearing you twice and I can't hear a truck anyway. It's odd to have a way station only on one side of a 2-lane highway. Huh.
Can't figure out why my cruising kicking in.
Do me a favor.
What?
Press I on your keyboard.
What?
I said press I on your keyboard.
I just did.
Oh, you don't have it keyed out. Oh, okay. Press it until you see your speed up top and then your cruise on the bottom for that green screen above your speedo attack. Because I want to be able to see what your cruise is and how it's set. Okay, there we go. Now it's all right. What key binding are you using? Okay, you have cruise set now.
Yeah.
I see it now. So, one of the problems, like I mentioned before, with why your cruise might be being overridden is because your accelerator, the flap you're using on the joystick, has resistance to it instead of having to press it. You know how it stays where you leave it?
Yeah.
Sometimes your accelerator might be applied more than the cruise control wants it applied, and so having that flap moved to the position it is overrides the cruise control and cancels it. There might be a setting in gameplay to enable or disable that, and I will go look that up right now and let you know if that's a thing or not.
Well, I just completely pulled it back, so there is no power. No.
Okay. If you have it completely pulled back, then yeah, it won't override it. The only thing that would override it then is your brake. Now, what I want to see happen is you go down a steep hill with your cruise on.
I don't think there's any more steep hills coming up, so I'm 90 miles out.
And I can tell you, I'm watching this in 720 60p. I don't know what you're trying to broadcast yet, but it's definitely not 60 frames per second. In fact, it looks slightly low resolution to me. and I think you have a better video. You should have a better computer than I do.
The only difference between is our processors. You have an 8-core, I have a quad-core.
But your video card has way more RAM, right?
Yeah, I've got 8 gigs of RAM in my video card.
Yeah, I have 2.
It might be a problem with the bit rate. I'll probably have to adjust it.
I want to check something for you. When you have do you mind pulling over when it's convenient for you so we can check something in your menu? Your graphic settings
Yeah.
of the game itself? Because I think there might be a few options that you don't have checked that could improve how things are looking. Oh, by the way, just in case you didn't know, did you know you can set up separate buttons to go directly to neutral so you don't have to downshift?
No.
Through all those. Yeah. If you're interested in doing that keybind, I can help you with that too. Okay. 1920. Refresh rate. Okay. Scaling's 400. All right. Scroll on down. All right. Scroll all the way to the bottom. There's a little bit of a lag, so let's wait for it. Okay. Okay, all that looks good. Now, go to keys and buttons. Okay. Now, scroll down little bit by little bit. Okay, for one, you've got engine brake increase and engine brake decrease there that you have not currently bound. On your hat switch, on top of that joystick, are you using left and right for anything?
No.
Okay, bind your engine brake bind your engine brake increase to hat switch right, yeah, and decrease to left. That's exactly how. That way your Jake brake has 3 levels of power. So one reason why it might not be working. Also, you see retarder increase and retarder decrease.
Yeah.
You see those black buttons down there to the right of your joystick? I would set your increase and decrease to a pair of those black buttons so they can be ready at your fingertips on that joystick. What I'm thinking one of the problems might be that your retarder is not strong enough. And it's going to tell you the wrong button, by the way, for those. Just do them as a pair, one right next to the other. That's what those are the 2 I used, I think. The 2 middle ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Yep, that's the one I used. Okay. Now, go to gameplay. And I was going to look this up myself, but since you're in here, we're going to check this. Map alignment, navigation mode. Okay, you have best, that's good. Okay. You have sequential. Oh. Why don't you go ahead and turn your trailer stability all the way up?
Because I don't like it all the way up.
Okay. And then, okay, you got automatic, all that shit. Alright. You have your smart cruise control set the way I suggested. With no tolerance. Alright, scroll on down a little bit more. Alright, it'll be past camera settings. Because what I'm looking for is part of camera. What we might be looking for, it could possibly be under controls. Yeah, okay, switch to the controls sub-menu. Even though you said you didn't have it applied at the time, okay. Remember I was telling you about the adaptive automatic transmission? You're not using it anymore, but that was the option for it, where it would give you more grunt if you, it would downshift for you. Depending on, okay. Force feed, you don't need that. Steering accelerator, brake, clutch. Look up, down, look left, right. Fast talk. 8 shifter. You don't even have that.
No.
Shifter position reverse. You don't need that. Okay, automatic gearbox, drive and reverse. You don't need those. There should be a button. Damn. Go back to keys and buttons. Okay, we're looking. Oh, shift to neutral. 2 spots above where your mouse is. You can assign a key on your joystick somewhere to go directly to neutral, so you don't have to go all the way down through those gears. And if you can assign a key to that, whatever you want, and then in the future, if you want the option to, 3 or 4 down from that, where you see gearbox switch between automatic and sequential, if at any moment you want to switch back and forth between the two, you can hit a button and just, if you feel tired of going sequential and you want automatic for a while, you can press a button that'll switch it.
Yeah.
Back and forth. If you want to assign a key for that.
Yeah.
Now, I know why. Hey. You don't like to have it. I see you don't have an engine brake toggle key set. Engine brake toggle, when you have it turned on, even when you're not on cruise control, it applies the Jake brake when you take your foot off the gas. That might be one reason. So you might want to have a toggle that will, because the other setting that was automatic Jake brake that was a check mark, that only works when you're in cruise control. So yeah, okay. And you don't use Route Advisor next page, so that's okay that you lost it.
Yeah.
So, all right, X out of that, and go back into your game now. And now that we have these settings changed, unfortunately, I couldn't help you with your graphics anymore because your graphics are set exactly as I would have set my graphics. But for some
I think
reason,
it's my
just
bit
not.
rate. I'm gonna have to probably adjust it to where it's a higher bit rate.
Yeah, it just doesn't look very good.
Which I'll do after I do this run.
All right.
But
Yeah. And once you get rolling again, like, I know there's a lag and you're probably already rolling, but go ahead and press that num 0 and that will toggle your Jake brake on so that when you take your foot off the gas totally, it will apply your Jake brake. And so that if your cruise is not on and you're going down a hill, the second you let your foot off the gas, and when you do toggle that Jake, oh, I thought it should put a light on your dash. Maybe the light only comes on when the Jake is actually active.
No, I just ain't hit it yet.
Okay. There you go. See the light?
Yeah.
So that little light will tell you that your toggle is on.
Yeah, but as soon as I let off, is it going to kick on or okay?
As soon as you let off the gas completely, yes. But that's only if you let off the gas completely.
Well, I currently have no throttle right this moment, so
Know what?
no throttle.
Yeah, that's because your cruise is on. Your cruise is managing your throttle.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see another run that has some hills for the retarder to kick in, because when your cruise is on and your retarder is on, your automatic retarder is on, your retarder will slow down your truck before your Jake brake will. Your retarder is more quickly to act.
Well, it's working right now, so.
Well, I don't see it kicking in. I mean, I don't think you've gone down any hills that have
I just went down a hill, it just kicked my Jakes in, so.
Oh. Has it not done that before?
Nope.
Okay, so that's one hurdle we crossed. Good. But I mean, honestly, it's not as big of a deal now that we're running at 65, because we're a lot further away from that speed limit.
Yeah.
Running down at 65. But this gives us more of a safety cushion for slowing your truck down. Oh, I didn't realize you were so close to dropping off till just now.
Yeah.
Pizza's already cold. Whoa!
Yeah.
You gonna hit it? Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm trying to call shit out to you like it's happening in real time, and it's already happened like 10 seconds ago, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna do something funny on my tablet. Since I have Bluetooth working.